Hello, welcome back to Skippable Cutscenes. Can I have everyone introduce themselves?
I'm Will, and I play Step, the gold golem.
My name is Marissa. I am playing Vera.
Hi everyone, my name is Lisa, also known as Judgment, my tiefling dragonborn sorceress.
Hi, it's Zombie Cleo. I'll be playing Gilly. Are we there yet?
On their way to find Blacklace Root to cure people injured in the recent possum pirate attack, Vera, Step, and Gilly are joined by Judgment, a tiefling sorcerer brought here by some kind of teleportation accident. Continuing on, they come across some Blacklace Root near the corpse of an orc with a strange round object. While investigating further, they were attacked by and defeated a vine blight. Having completed their task to find Blacklace Root, our heroes are on their way out of the forest, heading toward the river where a barge should be waiting for them.
Still a bear, though.
You are still a bear. Yeah, Gilly is a bear. For the next,
If we got a long bed, I would
hour?
definitely want to ride. on top
2
of it.
hours, I think it is. Might be 1 hour. Screw it, it's 1 hour.
It would take you about an hour to get back to where the river is, or the part of the river where that barge dock would be.
Okay.
All right. Are you guys gonna head out that way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still say we cremate the guy, but whatever.
Well, it's miles away now.
Well, we should have.
Well, probably you're right, but he's in the middle of a forest in the rain. There's only so much we can do.
Oh, there is so much I can do.
Really? Me too!
Why does that sound so ominous?
What are you going to do to that body?
Because it is.
Okay, let's
everyone-
find Killian in the barge.
Everyone starts hiking towards the river. Gilly, you notice that as you're hiking down, on Step's shoulder, you see a gray and white rat. It's gray on the front half of its body, except for its arms, which are white, and then the back of its body, which is white. It's on Step's shoulder.
Okay. It's a rat.
I didn't
You
see it.
continue on.
I'll continue
So-
on, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, and you didn't say anything. So.
And I pull out my pet mouse named Nibbles,
Oh.
and I just carry it with me on my shoulder as well.
So you actually see.
Why? Do you normally carry mice on your shoulder?
Yes. Her
Okay.
name is Nibbles.
And Nibbles.
And
Why did you
she's my
decide to do
friend.
that?
What? Because
Okay.
she doesn't like sitting in my back, like, all the time.
I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Gosh.
Go ahead.
Hi, Nibbles. How are you?
It seems surprised to be able to talk to you and says, "Hi."
Hi. How's your trip been?
We actually didn't go over much about Nibbles.
It's a mouse. It does mouse things.
It's like, I fell, and it was weird.
Oh, yeah, we were there. I saw you fell. Well, I didn't see you fell. I saw her fell. She nice to you?
Are you nice to Nibbles?
She's my friend. I carry her on my shoulder.
Doesn't mean you're not abusive.
I named her.
That doesn't
I am
mean
nice.
She's
Yeah.
nice. Okay, that tells me what I need to know. Okay,
Yeah.
would you like some food?
Nibbles starts to... Is Nibbles a boy or a girl?
Girl.
Okay. Nibbles takes her little claws and starts rubbing them together, like licks her paws, waiting to clean up.
I'm
before
gonna
it's in-
get a cracker, and I'm gonna give her half a cracker, and then give her some food. There you go. If you want the other half, just let me know when you're finished.
The cracker, she takes the cracker into her hands and starts nibbling on it.
I'm gonna go.
As you do this,
Yep.
you notice that Henry has showed up on your shoulder as well. Henry, the rat, the gray and white rat, has popped over to your shoulder, and everyone else notices this too.
Hi, rat. How
There's
are
suddenly
you?
a rat on
Oh.
shoulder.
What's your name?
Henry.
Oh, would you like another cracker? Would you like a cracker?
Yes.
Oh, what's the magic word?
It says something in Elvish.
Yeah, you know what that'll
What
do.
does it say?
How do you know
You
Elvish?
speak Elvish. It says please.
Why did that rat just say please?
You can't hear this because you haven't cast Speak with Animals.
You're very, very good rats and mice. Are your owners good to you? Because that's the important thing. I know about
Henry's
nipples.
like, Henry says something kind of sarcastic, like, yeah, except when she sends me on missions all the time.
So the golden man is not your owner? I'm assuming it's a man. Is it a man? I'm asking the rat this. I'm asking the rat.
Yeah. Henry looks at Step and shrugs as much as a rat can,
All right, that's fine.
while stuffing his face with crackers. Did you give him a cracker?
I'm going to give them another cracker.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm going to give them both a good berry, just to watch them explode.
They're not going to explode, but they both like just start eating it ravenously, like watching a turtle eat fruit or something like that, where it's just because to them this is like the size of a cantaloupe.
Yes, it's amazing,
and it tastes amazing, like
So
the sweetest blueberry you've ever had.
This is the rat that belonged to what's her name?
This is the rat that is the
Amidal?
familiar of Ambassador Ari Amidal.
That's. Can you find out why it's here? I mean, I saw it on the cart on the way, but I didn't see it since then.
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yes.
You want me to speak to the rat? Oh,
You're the
okay.
one who seems to be speaking to it.
Just feed him. What did you want me to know? What do you want them to know?
This rat belongs to Ambassador Amidal.
Do you belong to Ambassador Amidal? I don't know who that is.
Henry nods.
Okay, yeah, he says yes.
Why has he been following us?
Why are you following us? I mean them.
Well,
Because I was told
us
to.
now.
Oh, because he was told to.
This is a mission.
Is this a mission? I'm basically
Henry
just looking at the rat, looking at you, looking at the rat, looking at you.
this is great. Yeah. Henry nods while with his face like just smeared with like the blueberry or they look like blueberries, right? Good berries.
Yeah, I always imagine them as
blueberries.
pink, but I don't
Pink,
think they have
okay.
any kind of thing.
Okay. Well,
so
he's got smeared fruit juice all over his face.
was it? Okay, I sincerely cannot remember. Was it Ambassador Amidal who sent us, or was it that other captain lady?
You were sent by. It was the other captain lady who sent you, but she sent you to Amidal for some help.
Okay.
Namely, to pick up the scroll of locate animals or plants.
I just don't understand why she would want to keep tabs on us at all.
Have you seen you?
But she's not even involved in the mission. Like, she doesn't. What does she care?
Maybe I don't know. You're talking about people who've been poisoned. Maybe she cares that people are dying.
Maybe she was just lonely. Duh.
Well, if she was lonely, she should have kept her pet with her.
Oh, I meant the pit.
No. The pet is Henry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ambassador Amidal is
Amidal.
Amidal is the one who is she's ambassador from the Port Cassia Trading Company.
Right.
No,
You have that backwards.
Okay.
Amidel is from Loris.
from Loris.
It's Amadel. She's an elf.
Anadal.
Oh.
What's
Anadal.
wrong? Amadel.
Amadel.
You're just doing this on purpose now.
No, I can't
I don't
tell
even
what
hear
you're
the
saying without
difference.
you actually like.
Amadel.
That's what I said.
Amidel.
Oh my god.
Amado?
Regardless, the captain, what's her face, and ambassador, what's her name. So okay, she's from Loris. Well, that's even less of a reason to care about why we are.
Again,
Going on this-
people exist, and
She
people
didn't
care
seem to
about
care
people.
much about people, to be honest.
Okay, I don't know, but Henry, does she
this
care about
conversation-
people?
This conversation goes on as you start to approach the visible barge dock,
Mm-hmm.
and Killian waves to you. Looks like he's had enough sleep to not be slumped over.
Hey, Killian, we picked up some stragglers.
No, I'm not
nods.
straggling.
And says, "Did you get the Did you get the Black Lace route?
That we did.
All right, let's head down to town.
Yeah.
People are waiting.
We're going to bring on this tiefling and this cargo shorts.
Tiefling and cargo shorts. They're just going to take off your cargo shorts and take them.
That's your nickname now, though, cargo shorts.
I think you find my nickname is actually my name.
That's not
Your name is Cargo
nickname.
Shorts?
While this is going on, Killian is prepping the barge to be released and invites people to step on.
I'm going to step on last.
Okay, I will get on the barge.
I'm getting on it too, and I'm putting nibbles back in my inner pockets. What do you call that? Yeah, like the pocket on the inside of my coat, or something.
Before you do that, Henry hops up onto your shoulder and starts to sniff at Nibbles' face. And they start to chitter chatter back and forth.
Can I hear them?
How long does Speak with Animals last?
Oh, you're gonna make me look stuff up.
Not to
For the
derail anything.
it literally says for the duration.
For the duration.
No duration, 10 minutes actually.
Shush! Dang
It says
it!
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
It does say 10 minutes. Yes, it's still going on. They're mostly just saying hi. They're not saying much of consequence.
That's fine. I just wanted to know.
Why are you eavesdropping on the mice and the rats?
Because I was having a conversation and then they boxed me out. And I'm feeling hurt.
In a language that you can naturally understand or no. Give them some privacy.
When Step steps onto the barge, it sinks a lot. It feels like he is, with him on there, it's near its weight capacity.
What?
Are you
Fine.
It
okay?
seems to hold. It seems to hold.
I don't like water much.
Once every... this is going to be fun. Once everyone is...
I can create water. This is going to be fun.
I'm a pirate. Well, I'm going to be a pirate.
You're going to be
Once
a pirate. Why would you want to be a pirate? They poison people.
Killian pushes off
I
during
don't
this
poison
conversation to
people.
start you down the... And you make good speed. You're probably moving... The river is really swift because of the rain, so you're moving at a good 7 or 8 miles an hour. Maybe even faster at certain points. And there's still some... You know how when you watch a river shortly after it rains, how there's chunks of tree leaves and branches floating through it, and it's muddy? It looks like that right now, and it's taking you on its way.
Yeah, I'm sitting dead center in this barge.
So am I, for safety reasons.
And I say, that's probably a bad idea because that's the part of the boat that's going to crack in half.
If you would like to take a short rest, now would be the time to do it, because it will take you that amount of time. More than that amount of time to get there.
Yeah.
Alright, you can keep talking, obviously.
I'll spend my last hit dice to get some temporary hit points.
Alright, so Step folds into a cube that radiates warmth for the next hour and emerges an hour later. And
Sorry,
this is temporary hit points.
it's all that rain. I think I'm catching a cold.
It's okay. We won't hold that against you. Have another good berry.
Thank you.
You don't need one, but it's always nice to have.
I like them. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I'm gonna scoot over a little bit more towards Gilly.
When you gave her the good berry, Henry hopped back up on your shoulder, looking expectantly.
Who did?
Henry hopped back
the
up
rat.
on Gilly's shoulder.
How many
Looking
berries?
expectantly.
Hang on. I gave one to you. That's 2 to you. Okay, got 4 left. You can have another one.
Henry takes it and starts nomming through it.
Not used to sharing. It's very weird. So, who trapped you then?
Who?
In the manacles?
Oh, me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was invited with a group to go visit this person, and because he had all kinds of like art and prototypes that we could that we could look at. And so then we went into the estate, and there was this research laboratory, and then someone must have hit me on the head, I think, because I have this bump, and like I said, my horns hurt, and then I woke up at some point, and I was in this cage with my hands bound with this shackles, and there was this dragonborn, and he was staring at me, and I hate dragonborn, and I was like glaring back at him, and he was taking notes and just ignoring me, and then suddenly he starts talking, and it's not like he was actually talking to me. He was like kind of talking to himself-ish, but he was like explaining what the steps we were going to do, and he was going to like transport me from one cage into the next. But it wasn't.
Did he do that, or is that how you escaped?
I mean, I don't know, because once he started doing that, and he was like mumbling something about hoping that he wouldn't have to clean up a mess again and stuff, and then he deactivated some kind of machine, and there was lightning everywhere.
Yes, we saw.
Yeah, and it was going through the cage and my body, and then I don't know, man, fire was everywhere, and I looked over at him right before I passed out, and he was just on fire, and
good. It is good that he was on fire.
Oh,
he is not a nice man.
No, he is an ashen now. He turned to ash.
Good. I am going I'm going to use Balm of the Summer Court. So I'm going to choose one creature I can see and spend a number of dice equal to half my druid level, and then give you some extra temporary hit points. So one per dice, and that's only one dice at the moment, and another 5. So you've got 6 hit points, temporary hit points.
Thank you.
Because that's sad.
Well,
and you're hurting, so yeah. Gilly feels obliged to heal you.
No, that is so nice. I feel strangely indebted to you. Thank you.
You don't need to be indebted to me. It's the right thing to do.
Well, yeah, but nobody ever does anything nice for me. It's just like everybody always wants things from me, and I can't just do.
You should probably stop hanging around those sort of people. I say, looking over at Vera.
Excuse me?
Sorry, I wasn't speaking to you.
I didn't think you were.
That's all right then.
I mean, I have to live, right? This is the only way I know how to.
By breathing in and out?
I guess. I guess it got me in trouble.
Breathing should never get you in trouble.
No, not breathing.
You're a very pretty lady. You should never be in trouble.
Thank you.
I'm not sure that tracks, but...
What?
Are you entering the conversation?
I'll say that under
you
my
are
breath.
also a very pretty lady, but I don't feel like niceness coming from you.
I haven't had any niceness coming from you.
Well, because you do stupid things. And I'm sorry, there's only so much stupid I can take. And I work with animals. How many times did I tell you not to touch something and you touched it?
How many times? Well, let's see. The first time you told me one thing was poisonous.
And it
was a
is.
mimic.
And I've told you that twice now. And
I
you
went
agree
to
with
check
me.
out the corpse that was underneath a tree, and I did not trust the plants around it. And what happened after that? We were attacked by the plants.
Because you went under the tree when I said don't go near it.
No.
So as this bickering goes on, I feel my hands getting warm, and they're starting to kind of glow and like embers in my palms, and I quickly hide them under my armpits. I'm looking around.
Are you cold?
No, just I'm scared of the water, and I'm just gonna say, can you please stop arguing?
I think it is possible to stop arguing when she admits she's wrong.
Oh boy.
Well, that's going to continue for a while then, isn't it?
You being wrong, I think it probably will, yes.
Henry is curled up in the center of the boat in a food coma.
Henry is a good rat.
Everything I've done has worked out.
Yes, and if your friend wasn't there, you being eaten by a mimic would have probably worked out for the mimic.
But I had a friend there.
Is Step around?
Yeah, it's been an hour now. You've popped out of your shave if you choose to. You can hear the whole thing anyway.
Okay.
What kind of a...
Can I roll for perception to see if I saw the hands going all embery?
Sure.
That is...
There's smoke coming from my armpits now.
And since you were trying to hide this, roll a sleight of hand check.
Oh.
Judgment.
18.
17.
And you got... Oh, yes, you do notice.
Okay, I'm going to walk over and hold... Yeah, I'm going to walk over and hold Judgment's hand and say, "Are you reforging?"
Am I what? Can you please not touch me? I don't know what you're talking about.
The thing I do when I transform into a square and reforge.
Did you just call me a square? And I look over at Gilly. What is this thing talking about?
I think he's asking if you are healing yourself.
Oh.
Because that's when he gets very hot. He's a very simple creature. He doesn't seem to understand people like we do.
Don't insult him like that.
That wasn't an insult. That was merely a statement of fact.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, can you please stop tugging at my arm?
I let go.
Thank you.
It's okay. He doesn't mean anything. I pat Step on the shoulder. He is a good. I don't know actually what you are. What are you?
I'm Step.
He's a good Step. Very pretty as well. I don't know how that works, so I'm going to poke at him a little bit.
I transform into a square.
I poke at him some more.
Well, technically you transform into a cube of some sort.
Yeah.
I wonder what it's worth.
I don't think you would probably...
Roll an intelligence check.
Oh, God.
Intelligence check.
Gilly's like, abort!
15.
You do not sell people.
You know that if he were solid gold, this ship would be sunk due to the weight alone.
He's worth more. Okay. We know that that the golems usually are not able to act on their own initiative like he does. In other words, he's worth more as Step than he is as gold.
To himself, because he owns himself.
No, he's a rare existence that is itself worth more than the value. Isn't just a thing. You have to have. Listen.
Value is very much a thing. However, people are more valuable in and of themselves than they are.
It's not people, it's gold.
Does he speak to you? Therefore, he is people.
Fair enough.
Rat speaks to us too. Well,
Rat
to you,
speaks to me.
apparently.
Rat is people. Animals
Rat
are
is people.
people. Plants are people. We're all people. Just
Okay.
we sometimes have to eat other people to live.
Delicious people.
People.
Sometimes they are delicious, delicious people. But we try and avoid them.
Speaking of plants, as you're going down the river, everyone notices on the eastern side there are even road orchards of greenberry trees, and on the other side, on the western side, there are a lot of smaller farms that have a mix of crops. And Gilly, you get a bit upset about this because you know that it's the hyper-intensive orchard row farming on the east side of the river that is causing some damage to the local environment.
Gilly is not happy. These are evil people that we're talking about, though.
The villagers?
The farmers.
Are you pointing at the ones on the...
Yeah.
The ones that are on the western side seem to be in much more balance with what they need. They grow what they need to eat, and then they export a little of the stuff, whereas this is just massive berries in even rows as far as the eye can see. And you know from your previous research that these are almost all owned by the same person. They're owned by the rich nobles known as the Albrechts.
Yeah, Gilly's just going to frown at the farms because she can't do anything.
Well, she can't do anything and she's just going to frown, so I'm going to let her frown.
Killian is just being really quiet the whole time.
I'm gonna ask Gilly why she's frowning. What's up? Why are you upset?
Oh, it's, these people over here, compared to these people over here, these people just want to farm greenberries and they're actually hurting the ground and all the plants and pretty much everything, actually.
But isn't that just change? Like,
No. Well, change you can deal with, but when you take things out of the soil, if you don't give back to the soil stops working. And with the soil the way it is and the fog the way it is, there isn't enough light for the whole circle to be reborn. So if you take stuff out, you can't put enough back. And that's what they're doing. And they're causing some, let's just say things are unbalanced at the moment.
so they're just taking?
Yes, and they do not give.
Why are they taking?
Because money.
Oh, so they're rich.
Not really, they're farmers. The people that run all the farms, he's rich. He's not a nice man.
It's always the same, isn't it? It's always the people with wealth and resources just, taking more. It just disgusts me. We should take it back.
I would like them to give it back. We should encourage them to give it back to the people that the land belongs to, which is the land and the plants.
Yeah.
We shouldn't. I think you're sick. You seem to be very sick. You're saying things you do not mean. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm all for taking things from people, but
Yeah.
It depends on what you're taking. I think it should be
money. We should
They
take
should
their
give
money.
it back.
I still need a crew for that, so
I'd agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong. So, no, I think people should live in balance with the world. And,
Right.
Gilly just goes into kind of like, I'm not sure what to do about this sort of stumbling little...
You start to see the city in the distance, the port town of Corin. It's maybe, at the current pace you're going, 45 minutes out.
Yeah, I'm just going to contemplate those words. I'm just going to sit back next to Gilly and just, like, my hands have cooled off, so I'm kind of, like, waving them in the air to just get rid of the smoke and the burning sensation. And I kind of enjoy the view, trying not to notice the water.
Does anyone else want to do anything on the barge before we reach town?
I don't have anything to do on the barge.
No, I mean, I want to transform out of my square, but that's it.
Okay.
Cube.
Over the next 45 minutes.
It's a cube. Three-dimensional.
Technically, it's a rectangular prison.
Yeah, it could be.
Wow.
I think a cube itself would not be as good as being like a step stool. It need to be wider than you are.
It's basically
Yeah, and
a
I believe-
1v6.
I believe he's generally wider than, and I think he has some control over the precise shape, but it's generally step-like or sometimes bench-like.
Mm.
But at minimum, it can be a cube, especially if you want to fit it through a 5x5 hole or whatever.
So he's literally a step.
Yes.
Gotcha. Hey, I'm very perceptive, okay? I have 0 perception.
Killian navigates the barge into the little dock they have there, and waiting there already is several guards. You notice that Vera and Step, you notice the guards are adorned differently, whereas before they had basic guard armor with the town seal on them. They're now wearing a more utilitarian armor, similar to what the captain that sent you on this mission was. And you look around, and all of the guards are this way now.
They're all the Port Cassia.
You can tell that they are not Port Cassia Trading Company employees, but the equipment that they have is from them. And if you look towards the docks, you can see several massive masts visible on the dock. And Judgment, you would know what these are. This is one of the larger Port Cassia Trading Company ships, and these ships are massive.
I was going to say that's my ride home.
Where's home for you?
Port Cassia.
Oh, yes. Okay. You did say that before.
These ships do not carry passengers. These are exclusively...
That they know of.
Wait a second. You also said you hated water, so this is an issue.
They're very large ships. What's the worst that can happen?
No comment.
Right?
And Vera, you are a sailor, so you have not seen one of these ships, but you have heard of them, and they are the largest and fastest ships on the sea by several orders of magnitude.
I see. Okay. So let's go first and turn this stuff into to Captain What's-Her-Face and find out what's going on.
Sweet.
Captain Sweet.
Do you actually say Captain What's-Her-Name, or do you say Captain Sweet?
I said Captain What's-Her-Name because I genuinely did not remember what it was.
Okay. You head towards where you saw her last, which was the Port Cassia Trading Company trading post near the docks.
Okay.
As you approach, you start to get a better look at this ship, and this is by far the largest ship you've ever seen. It has 9 masts that
That's
are all
a big ass ship.
that are all square. It looks
Correct.
I mean, it is. 9 masts is a big ship.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all the description we need, really.
It has 9 masts. It is 75 feet wide, and you think it might be 500 to 800 feet long.
Whoa.
That is a big
as
ship.
you get closer, you realize that it'd be hard to unload this kind of ship, but as you get closer, you realize the entire front of it has been lifted up, and they've beached it, and they are unloading it from the front, almost like one of those cargo planes that do that.
Cool.
And they're just pushing out lots of material and on one side, and they're pushing in a lot of material on the other. And you see on the dock that there are just piles and piles of crates that look like, and they contain greenberries. As in, you think that this single ship by itself could maybe carry like half of the entire Ireland's greenberry harvest back.
Wow. That's a lot of greenberries.
It is enormous.
How are they going to preserve all those greenberries?
Well, as you enter you approach the Port Cassia Trading Company building, which is it's a mostly wooden structure, very utilitarian. There's a large warehouse that appears to be in the back, and you were in here earlier where there's a sort of office mezzanine that Step is able to stand up in and have his head reach the second story. And it has its front door. No one is at the front of it, but you do see that there are some clerks stocking stuff inside.
Okay.
Would you like to go in?
Yes.
All right, you go in. The clerk turns to you. This is the one you saw earlier. I believe you named him Brock.
I did. Oh. Okay.
So his name is Brock. You see Brock sitting at the desk there, and you see two other clerks that seem to be stocking a lot of goods. Let's take a look at these goods here. All right, the goods that you see on the shelf, you see some of those medical staples that you had before. You see there are two items that seem to be, actually three items that seem to be displayed very proudly. But you also notice in the back that there are, there's like a barrel labeled pickles. There's a couple barrels of salted fish, some burlap bags that say that they're oats. Of the ones that are more proudly displayed, you see what looks like a tripod with a gem on the end of an eyepiece that it would look through. So sort of like a surveyor's transit, but instead of looking out through an eyepiece, it looks like it's an eyepiece that stares at a gem or some kind of piece of glass. Next to that, you see a shovel.
Okay.
A prominently displayed shovel.
Shovel.
This is a very prominently displayed shovel, and next to that are a whole bunch of jars full of it's clear and pink, whatever's inside of it, and the stock boy is currently stocking these jars.
What's in those jars?
Do you walk
Stock
over
boy?
and ask the stock boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the stock boy's name?
The stock boy's name is Ryan. Trust me, I went through and named everybody this time.
So anyway, what's in those jars?
Oh, this is our first batch of. He actually just turns open one of the jars, and right in front of him is a barrel that has some crackers on it, and he takes out a spoon. And by crackers, I mean like ship's biscuits type crackers. These are not
Right. Yeah.
These are utilitarian sailor type food. And he spreads this pink goop onto the cracker and hands it to you.
I taste it.
It's sweet. It has some cranberry. Roll a nature check.
To taste things? Okay. Oh, to identify what it would be. 10.
10. Okay. There's a tart note that you can't really place. However, you do identify notes of ginger and citrus.
Huh.
And he says, "Oh, this is our first batch in. We got an advance on some greenberries, so we've modified the recipe to include greenberries, which means these jars should help you prevent scurvy."
Oh, very nice.
He kind of expects you to know what it is. And as a sailor, you might know that there's something they call they call it pink jelly, but by jelly I mean that in the American sense, not in the British sense. What do British people call preserved, sugary,
Jam?
pasty things?
Jam.
No, but jam is made from fruit puree. This is obviously made from a clear liquid.
If it's from a clear liquid, then it's a jelly. But we
Yes.
don't really have jelly.
Okay. All right.
So we
Because marmalades
basically call
have
everything
peels.
jam. So
Yeah, marmalades would have peels. Preserves would have chunks of whole fruit. Jams would be pureed fruit.
Oh, I call it
and-
preserves.
So, yeah, this is called pink jelly, and he's offering everybody a free sample because I think it's more that he wanted to open this because you can see that he put some on off cracker for himself and starts eating it.
It's pretty good to me.
okay, I'll try some,
No,
but I won't
thank
be
you.
happy about it.
Roll a nature check.
Yeah, I can do that. That's actually something I'm good at. Yay!
I would expect so.
I got, what is that in total? That is 17.
All right. This is a jelly. It is clearly made from ginger and beet sugar, which you're able to identify separately because you're really good at knowing that. There is some greenberry in here, which adds a citrusy finish, but the primary colorant and the primary tart flavor actually comes from hibiscus. So this is a hibiscus ginger jelly,
Huh.
Oh,
and it's really good.
See, in real life, I would know that.
okay. I didn't know hibiscuses could be jellies, but that's fine.
If it's a clear liquid that won't rot, you can put enough sugar in it to make it a jelly.
That's fair. That's fair.
I decline the offer. I don't
It's
want
quite
to
nice.
eat something I don't know.
It's hibiscus and beet sugar and greenberry.
Ginger.
We won't talk about that. And ginger. That's all it is.
Yeah, no.
It's quite nice.
No, thanks. I'm still full from the good berries.
The clerk Ryan is taking one of his crackers and just like slathering all of it on there and just eating it mouthful like oh.
Also,
All right,
faintly
then.
addictive.
Brock, can you get a Captain Sweet for us?
As soon as you hear that name, Judgment, you know that name.
I do.
Yes, Captain Sweet is famous where you're from. She is a member of the Portcasher Trading Company, and a number of years ago, they led a number of expeditions into the frozen continent of Altris, I believe I call it. Yeah, I think it's Altris. They sent 3 of these expeditions at the same time. One of them did not come back at all. One of them came back with heavy losses, but the one that she led came back with no losses at all. And she actually wrote a book about this, which you look around and actually see on the shelf here. It's called, I think it's called The Frozen March. Yeah. It's called The Frozen March by Captain Cassandra Sweet.
I see.
Okay.
And she's regarded as sort of like an Arctic explorer, someone who's adventurous and highly competent. And you're not sure if it's all true. It could be some sort of propaganda vehicle, but
Probably.
she is highly regarded in the North in general. And the book is popular across most of the northern part of the world. And a lot of people have heard of her.
Yeah, I'm gonna slink away in the shadows a little bit and just admire her from a distance. She is of great stature, so that is reason enough for me not to trust her or distrust her even more than I would normally do.
Anyway, Brock heads up the stairs, and both Brock and Captain Sweet come down the stairs. Captain Sweet has she has a olive skin, brown eyes, dark hair. She's wearing a utilitarian steel-looking armor. It's well made, and it looks utilitarian because that's how they want them all to look. It's not necessarily that it's they can do style. They just choose not to do style with this armor. She comes down the stairs and says, "Oh, you're back." She indicates to Brock to. Well, she says, "Oh, do you have the black lace root?"
Step.
I open my chest cavity and just kind of start pouring it out.
All right, Brock collects these and nods to Captain Sweet and just disappears behind the warehouse area. And she says, "Oh, you did great. Did we discuss compensation in advance?"
I don't recall. It's been a month of real time.
I literally pull the contract out of my head and present it.
Oh, hey.
Okay, she reads over it. It's like, I guess we didn't. She looks over at the other people. Did they assist you?
I'm going to step forward out of the shadows at this
technically,
point.
I suppose.
They did.
We stopped them from getting killed by things of their own making, so I feel like we helped.
You can feel however you want.
She starts to smile and nods. And let's see if she notices.
I suppose it would only be fair to pay them their fair share.
She does not notice Henry.
But yeah, I'm going to tell her that it would be fair to have them that we portion it out for 4 people.
All right. She reaches into her pocket with a bag and just tosses a bag of gold to Step, I believe, since he presented the contract. There should be 250 gold in there. Divide that up as you see fit. She sighs a little bit. I may have some more work for you. That's all we have time for this session. Marissa, where can people find you?
Don't have any particular projects, but you can follow me on Twitter at Cambrian_era.
Cleo, where can people find you?
If you want to find me for some baffling reason, I am Zombie Cleo on YouTube.
Lisa, where can people find you?
The easiest way to find all my content would be to visit my personal website, superlisa.nl. You will find information there about my live streams as well as ways of getting in touch with me.
Will, where can people find you?
Sometimes I stream video games at Kirby XOX on Twitch. At the moment, I'm streaming Bloodborne, but I'm going to be moving on to the game Neo, which is a samurai-style Souls-like game. And generally, I play either very dark games or very light, colourful games.
I'm dewtroid, and I stream rather infrequently at twitch.tv/dewtroid. Our music is by Ian Stalker. We are a new podcast and appreciate any feedback you can leave. Also, tell your friends. I got it from these dice.
Where have those dice been? I'm afraid
They're on
to
a string and they have certain uses.
It is a role-playing game.
What role is she playing is the next question.
A dice cup.
Okay.
I'm glad that's
that
recorded.
actually hurt.